Prepare for routine equipment check.
What? Where am I?
Operational details have been classified for your protection. Memory gaps are a standard side effect. Stand and lower your visor for software calibration. Is there a problem with your visor, Agent?
No. The calibration's complete.
Right. You're disoriented. Remain calm. Next, we'll test the cloaking functionality on your hostile environment suit.
Understood.
Enable your cloaking device at this time.
Cloaking functionality verified. You may decloak. Decloak, Agent. Code 54.
Rogue Agent, send reinforcements immediately.
Where am I?
I won't tell you anything.
Good talk. Come in. Any Dominion vessels in range. This is Agent X41822N, requesting emergency retrieval. Please respond.
Request acknowledged. Do not exit your ship until an escort arrives. Surrender your weapons and await further instructions.
Thank you for escorting her down to this base. I want to keep things quiet. So it is you.
Admiral Horner.
What's the last thing you remember?
I escaped from a base I didn't recognize. Not Dominion. What was that place? Why was I there?
Nova, you've been MIA. You and several other ghosts haven't reported in for months.
So I wasn't on a mission. And this isn't a debriefing.
No, it's not. We have evidence that links you to a terrorist group known as the Defenders of Man. You're wanted for treason against the Terran Dominion.
Treason? I've always been loyal to the Dominion. You know that.
It's not my call. Valerian will have a lot of questions for you when he arrives.
Admiral Horner, Zerg forces are heading for our location.
All hands to battle stations.
Look, I believe you, Nova. You're not the type to go AWOL.
But you'll have to prove me right. If you're as good as your record says you are, you'll be all the help we need.
We have just received a new report from the controversial Defenders of Man. They claim that more Zerg attacks are imminent, and Emperor Valerian has refused to take necessary action to protect civilians. General Davis has supported the Emperor, while Magistrate Grayson says this could mean the worst for Valerian's regime.
Nova, I'm glad to see you made it here safely.
The Defenders of Man didn't make it easy.
No, not for either of us.
Yet if we work together, I believe we can stop them before they tear apart the Dominion.
And your rule.
I am not the man my father was. I wish to serve a greater good. I think we have that much in common. This ship is at your disposal, along with my covert ops crew. You will lead them. All I ask in return is your loyalty.
You have it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Rigel? Your new weapons and technology specialist. He has something for you.
Our scans show that your memories have been altered, but it may still be possible to recover them. This device sends an electric pulse through your neural inhibitor. The process is unpleasant, but it can restore recent memories.
I'll be fine. It's not working. I just keep seeing the city where I grew up. But it's destroyed. Covered in creep. I shouldn't remember it that way. I never went back after the Zerg attacked.
Or perhaps you did.
Why would the Defenders of Man operate out of Tarsonis?
A good question. Go there and find out.
The plan hasn't changed. All teams ready for deployment. Stand by.
Operation Live.
Some will die so others can live.
Target world identified. Calculating anticipated casualties.
Rigel, I've got intel.
Yes.
The Defenders of Man are staging a Zerg attack on a civilian world.
But why?
They're trying to discredit Emperor Valerian. Enough Zerg attacks and he'll look weak. Thousands will die, Rigel. We have to stop this now!
Operation Live.
Come on. Almost there.
Emitter deployed.
Awaiting exit orders.
Roger that. Fall back to our position.
What's the situation out there, Rigel?
Reports are coming in from major population centers. They detail extensive damage and high casualties. It seems all evacuation efforts were unsuccessful.
How many Zerg are there?
Enough to vastly outnumber our forces, including all of the Dominion personnel on the world below. We are too late, Nova.
Damn it!
However, the Defenders of Man fleet is inbound. They've announced their intention to protect civilians.
So they want to look like heroes to these people. They're not, but we are. Take us to the surface.
Leaving thousands dead on Tirador 9. But this attack also heralds an alarming new development. The return of the Protoss. Tensions run high in the wake of the battle. It is unclear whether the Protoss meant to eliminate the Zerg, or us as well. We've reached out to General Davis of the Dominion's Armed Forces for comment. General?
This is a terrible tragedy, Kate. My heart goes out to all its victims. The Dominion must protect them. Now, as for the Protoss...
Nova, we have a guest. May I introduce Alarak, High Lord of the Tal'Darim.
For creatures with such short lifespans, you Terrans are always so eager to die.
What do you want?
The same as you. To annihilate the Defenders of Man. They destroyed a remote Tal'Darim outpost, and then scurried away before the Death Fleet could retaliate. Such brazen disrespect demands retribution. I will exterminate them like the pests they are. And you will find them for me. From what I understand, that's your area of expertise.
If I knew where they were hiding, I'd already be there. But I can't remember anything.
So you were once one of them. Well, you may be more useful than I anticipated. I suppose you've already attempted to restore your memories. Terran minds are so malleable. What you require is Terrazine.
Terrazine? I don't even have access to it.
But I do. I will lead you to its source, in exchange for you taking me to the Defenders of Man. Do we have a bargain?
We do. For now.
Good. But be prepared, Terran. You are in for a challenge.
What do we know about Jarvan Minor?
Very little. The Emergent Protectorate sent a research colony to it years ago, but lost contact with their personnel. No one knows why.
That's disturbing. Well, let's go find out what happened here.
Nova, I've gone through your findings from Tarsonis and the attack on Tirador 9. They're compelling. But I can't take action against the Defenders of Man until we know who is leading them.
I agree. And that's why I have this.
Terrazine? You've seen what it does to people. The hallucinations, insanity.
And yet, there is nothing more effective for memory restoration.
He's right. It's the only option we have.
Do what you have to do. The protests are intensifying. You need to evacuate immediately. So be it. I will not have violence outside the palace. Nova, report back soon. And be careful.
Seems like he could take his own advice.
Oh, he won't. But as for the Terrazine, I can make the process safer by administering it to you in microdoses. It will take longer to restore all of your memories, but the chances of a psychotic episode are greatly reduced.
No psychotic episodes. You've convinced me. Let's get started.
Try to remember everything you see.
Medical scans complete. Well done, Nova. You're ready for this.
Thanks. The Defenders of Man have already done so much for the Dominion. I'm glad I was sent here to help out.
The Admiral wasn't lying when he said we'd be working with the best soldiers under his command. Your visor should have the latest briefing.
Oh, I've been meaning to tell you. It's been acting up lately.
Don't worry, we'll update the software when you get back. Good luck out there.
Are you all right?
I know where they sent me on my last mission. It's not much, but it might lead to something more. This is it, Rigel. I remember being in that city.
Move!
There's no need for this, Nova. What you did was necessary. All of it.
You bastard.
The General is on her way.
She saw too much. I don't know how we can restore her cooperation. Unless...
I see. Wipe her memories. We'll begin re-education.
Contact Valerian. We need to talk.
The Emperor and his aides have been denied. General Davis has offered to speak with us again.
What is it, Nova?
I know what they did. They lied to me and used me to kill people. Innocent people. For their damn cause. General Davis is leading them.
Davis. She's always been loyal to my family.
Your family, not you. As long as she's out there, more civilians will die. I can't let her live.
No. People are calling for me to step down, and I will not see her become a martyr. I need to handle this the right way.
And if more people die while we wait, that's nothing to you?
Of course not. Despite what you've been through, this isn't your decision, Nova. Much is at stake. I have a plan, and I trust you will follow your part in it.
Understood.
General Carolina Davis. This is Valerian Mengsk. I wish to step down as Emperor of the Dominion.
Psi emitters have been augmented by technology recovered from the Mobius Foundation. If discovered, it will trace back to Valerian Minsk.
I've accepted that my father is beyond redemption, and must be removed from power.
Yes.
The Emperor has arrived, General. He wants to make his announcement soon.
Does he? We'll be watching closely. If anything goes wrong, your orders are to kill that boy.
There's not much time left, Emperor. I know. Everything must go exactly as we discussed. Davis's forces will be focused on my security escort, expecting us to try something. You need to infiltrate the facility while they're distracted, Nova.
I've got it covered.
Take Davis into custody and bring her to the balcony before the end of my speech. Then I'll announce her arrest to the Dominion.
She's not going to go quietly.
She won't have a choice after this. Nova, I'm counting on you.
The Dominion has always had a strong leader. Stepping into my father's role was challenging, and I often relied on others to support me, as General Davis did when the Defenders of Man began spreading disinformation about my response to the Zerg attacks. I take these allegations seriously. My administration has completed a thorough investigation of the Defenders of Man. The truth is, they used Psi emitters to incite the Pharaoh Zerg to attack, and they have executed unprovoked strikes on the Protoss as well. Our evidence is undeniable. The orders we recovered were issued by none other than General Carolina Davis. She is hereby under arrest and charged with treason against the Terran Dominion. I look forward to announcing the trial date shortly.
Defenders of Man. So this is your little base of operations. The Tal'Darim will wipe you from the face of this world.
You could have prevented this, if only you'd listened.
You have fulfilled your purpose, Terran. These pests will die in agony just as we agreed.
No, that wasn't the deal.
Leave, or you will perish with them. I do not take kindly to betrayal, Terran. You've made a powerful enemy today.
So have you.
Have I now? Your hubris is quite entertaining.
Don't come back.
Nova, the Tal'Darim are warping out, but the damage is done. Now it will be even harder to convince the people that aliens are not a threat.
That's why the Defenders of Man attacked the Protoss in the first place. Davis will go to any length to gain public support, no matter how many innocent lives it costs.
Those were my father's tactics. Davis will answer for this, Nova. Track her down and bring her in to stand trial for her crimes.
Bring her in? We've tried that. It didn't work. There's only one way to stop her.
No. I have publicly declared that Davis is to stand trial in a court of law. Bring her back alive, Nova.
Yes, Emperor.
Nova, our orders are quite clear. It's been hours since we lost contact with the ship that Davis was on. But here's a distress call from the Cerro shipyards. A Dominion vessel is firing on the rest of the fleet.
It's her. Get us there quickly.
I know you're there, Nova. You deliberately disobeyed the Emperor's orders. But then I knew him before he was the Emperor, when he was only the Crown Prince, and his primary interest was artifacts. I joined his Mobius Foundation dreaming that I'd invent things to astound the sector. Instead, I destroyed my career. This is the only life I have left. The same as you.
Why are you telling me this?
The crew is loyal to you alone, Nova. We will go wherever you lead.
Dominion's always going to have problems. They'll need us to solve them. Our own way.
And finally, an update on the attempted coup by the Defenders of Man. Tensions have subsided in the Dominion after Emperor Valerian regained control of the government and released all of the related evidence in a public report. Our polls show that most people feel the Emperor was justified in using lethal force against General Davis, given the danger she presented.
What should we do about Nova? Let her go. For now.